Welcome back to Keeping History on Two Wheels. Today, it's cold and it's windy, so let's go inside. The first thing I want to do is I want to apologize for how short this video is this week. This week we went to the Red Oak Creek Covered Bridge in Meriwether, Georgia. And you know I like to use my drone. And well, this week I sent my drone for a swim in the very creek that we were covering. And as much as I am an amphibious person, I do love to go swimming. I'm not Aquaman and I couldn't find it. The Red Oak Creek Covered Bridge, sometimes called the Imlac Covered Bridge, spans Red Oak Creek in a small community of Imlac just 4 miles north of Woodbury, Georgia. The Red Oak Bridge is an old 1840s covered bridge built by freed slave and noted bridge builder Horace King, and attracts hundreds of visitors every year. At 391 feet, including the approaches, the structure is the oldest and longest wood-covered bridge still in use in Georgia and may very well be one of the sturdiest. Known as the Kissing Bridge, it is still open to the traffic and it was featured in the film Lattice. Horace King, sometimes known as Horace Godwin, was an American architect, engineer, and bridge builder. King is considered the most respected bridge builder in the 19th century Deep South, constructing dozens of bridges in Alabama, Georgia, and even Mississippi. In 1807, King was born into slavery on a South Carolina plantation. A slave trader sold him to a man who saw something special in King. His owner, John Godwin, taught King to read and write, as well as to build at a time when it was illegal to teach slaves. King worked hard, and despite bondage and racial prejudice and a multitude of obstacles, King focused his life on working hard and being genuinely a good man. King built bridges, warehouses, homes, churches, and most importantly, he bridged the depths of racism. Ultimately, dignity, respect, and freedom were his rewards, as he transcended the color lines inherent in the Old South of the 19th century. Horace King became a highly accomplished master builder and emerged from the Civil War as a legislator in Alabama, affectionately known as Horace, the Bridge Builder King, and the Prince of Bridge Builders. He also served his community in many important civic capacities. In a recent article about one of King's bridges, the Red Oak Creek Covered Bridge, the Atlanta magazine stated that King and Godwin learned a sophisticated bridge building technique called the town lattice truss, and King showed so much talent for the work that Godwin essentially made him a partner. They both traveled around the South, helping expand its infrastructure to the west. They built a bridge across the Chattahoochee River that linked Columbus with Alabama. When a flood washed it away, they got a contract to build it again. Feeling pressure to finish the job quickly, Godwin told King that he would set him free if the deadline was met. In February 1846, Godwin kept his word and freed King. King continued to work for Godwin's construction company, and when his former owner died in 1859, King assumed control of the Godwin's business. The documentary Horace, the bridge builder King, states that Robert Jemison, Jr., a prominent Alabamian and fellow contractor and bridge builder, as well as other influential people, knew King as a master building and bridge builder. Jemison held King in such high esteem, he was willing to change his work schedule on a job so that King could be the superintendent. In May 1885, King passed away at the age of 78. King passed his business to his two sons, John and George.